Yo, what is up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence and welcome to another PE news video. Today, we've got two topics on the plate. We got a little bit of Bethesda news with Sony not allowing for mods on Fallout 4 and the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim on the PS4 and of course the PS4 Pro, and we've got a little delayed action for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and I'll go into my own personal thoughts on that and what that means for the Wii U and PS Vita versions of the game. So let's go ahead and get right into the content. So as I said, Sony is not allowing for mod support for Fallout 4 and the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim on the PS4. And here's what Bethesda had to say on the matter. Remember, mod support has been supported on the Xbox platform and of course on PC, I think since May or so, or even maybe before then. I'm not 100% sure, but what I do know is that you can download mods on the Xbox One right at this point as far as Fallout 4 goes. So here's what they had to say as far as Bethesda on the matter. Quotations. After months of discussion with Sony, we regret to say that while we have long been ready to offer mod support on PlayStation 4, Sony has informed us they do not approve user mods the way they should work, where users can do anything they want for either Fallout 4 or Skyrim Special Edition. Like you, we are disappointed by Sony's decision given the considerable time and effort we have put into this project and the amount of time our fans have waited for mod support to arrive. We consider this an important initiative and we hope to find other ways user mods can be available for our PlayStation audience. However, until Sony will allow us to offer proper mod support for PS4, that content for Fallout 4 and Skyrim on PlayStation 4 will not be available. We will provide an update if and when the situation changes, which basically it will not change, because if they haven't got a deal done at this point, I don't think it's going to happen in the future. And really, I'm not sure why Sony is not allowing this, considering that the Xbox already has it and it's gotten good responses from users out there. Maybe they just don't want that type of crazy content that could come from that on their system. I'm not really sure what's going on or what the business reasons are, but at this point, Sony's just not allowing it. So we've seen Sony do some crazy things, copyright striking people's channel, just doing all sorts of stuff, and this is just one of the things that they're adding to the list. But every company has their issues, and this is one of them for Sony. So let's go ahead and move on to the last topic for the day, and that is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night that has been delayed to the first half of 2018. So Symphony of the Night's successor, spiritual successor, they are adding some extra development teams. And here is his full message. Quotations. Things have been progressing with development for Bloodstained, but between our current production setup and release deadline, I've realized that at this rate, the game may not end up meeting my quality standards. I've decided to add a new development team to the main production and improve our approach so that we can keep the game fully on track for how I envision it. We're in the process of securing these new developers. We will share more information with all of you soon. While the release date is not yet set in stone, we're aiming for the first half of 2018. I apologize for the wait. However, I'd like to emphasize that I made this decision to absolutely guarantee the game is done right the first time. I hope you'll continue to support us as wonderfully as you have been. The last thing I want to do is keep our backers waiting, but after receiving such incredible support, I feel responsible for delivering the best product I possibly can. Again, I offer my sincerest apologies. And there's a video that I will link in the description below. I'll also be playing as well. So here's the thing, guys, with this. Now, I'll go over my thoughts on the delay and also what I think it means for the other versions of the game. So, the delay. I think this is a good idea, guys, because the last thing that I want to do, because I'm actually backing this game. This is like the one Kickstarter game that I've actually backed. And the one thing that I do not want is that I don't want to get this game and I hit somebody with that whip or that knife or that weapon and there's no good feedback. And it just does not feel as smooth, as good. The little things, the details that come into these things. Like, I want all the little details. The feeling that I got when I was playing Symphony of the Night, the feeling that I got when I was playing some of the other Castlevania titles, I want that to be present here. Now, if you rush this game out, if you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to get the base game, you're going to get it like being like Castlevania, but you're going to miss all of the little things that make Castlevania fulfilling, to hit people, to cycle through your weapons, all of the little things that just make Castlevania awesome in that 2D space. So he needs his time. He needs his time. If they're adding new developers, that's great. Get those new developers on. Take your time. Just make sure it's good. The last thing we want is for it to be a Mighty Number 9 situation. But from what I'm seeing and the developer updates, this game looks a lot better than Mighty Number 9, which is why I didn't back Mighty Number 9 from the very beginning. Once I saw what the game was actually going to look like, I was like, this doesn't look that great. They showed us the pictures at the beginning, and I was like, okay, well, let me see more. Whereas with this game, they showed us a little bit more, and I decided that I was going to back it right before it closed because they showed us the footage, and that footage looked great. It looked like a real successor to its to the Castlevania, whereas Mighty Number 9 did not look like a true successor as far as in this generation to the Mega Man franchise. So I do want to say this: take your time, get those extra developers, and please do not disappoint us because I'm really looking forward to this game because I actually backed it. So let him take his time and we'll see what happens. Now moving on to the Wii U and PS Vita versions. Now this is the one thing, when you see these type of delays, you see stuff getting chopped off in order to make the cut. Now, we still haven't gotten the PS Vita and 3DS version of Mighty Number 9 months after launch. Are those versions cut? Now, the Wii U version and the PS Vita version are being made by a separate development studio. They are not being made by Koji Igarashi's team. Will these versions end up being cut? Especially all the work they have to do with the Unreal Engine 4, porting that over to the Wii U and getting that running on the PS Vita. How good are those versions actually going to be from what Koji Igarashi wanted? I do not know, especially with this delay now. I don't want to try to worry people, but could this potentially be moved over to Nintendo NX because it'll probably be a lot stronger and be able to handle the Unreal Engine 4 a lot better than the Wii U? It's a high possibility that it could happen. And I don't want to just put NX into everything, but you have to think that Nintendo would easily have a system with the NX that'll be able to handle the PS4, Xbox One, and PC versions of Bloodstained running on Unreal Engine 4 a lot easier than making a Wii U version of the game. And I know Wii U owners backed it, so they want to get their version, and I completely understand that. But with this delay, I just don't know if it's going to be feasible to get the game in a reasonable amount of time and actually release it to people who are still going to be playing Wii U in 2018. Yo, that's going to be literally like a year after Nintendo NX launches. And if Nintendo NX launches with a boom, I mean, obviously not everyone's going to go out there and buy it, but it's looking to be, at least from what I'm seeing, that the Nintendo NX is going to be more successful than the Wii U. So offering that game on the Nintendo NX, especially like then and there with 1 year as far as sales go, that might be a better option than offering it on the ancient Wii U at that point, since games really aren't even being made for the system. Then PS Vita, that system does have its dedicated fan base, but once again, like, is it worth the effort? We'll have to wait and see. Those are my thoughts on the matter. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks, and everything in gaming. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you for the next video. Peace.